Hiya, today I'm going to be doing a video about summer glow, about highlighters in particular, and I was going through my collection and I was just astounded by the number of products that I have that you can use to achieve a lovely glowy highlighted skin. So I'm going to go through the different formulations and things and just show you how I use them and how you can use them to achieve the look that you want to get. First I'm going to go through powders. So I've got two powders here. These are both by The Body Shop, and you can see one is more rose sort of tinted and the other is more bronze. These are great if you're going on holiday because basically they're everything in one. So you have, especially in this palette, you have a contouring powder, the dark one, and then any of these light ones you could use to highlight your face, and then the sort of the rosy one uses your blusher. So really good if you're going on holiday or going away for the weekend, you just want something that's got everything. Perfect. Next I have the one I use more professionally is this, which is a MAC, and it's a Shade and Sculpt it's called. If I open it, you'll be able to see it's kind of a peachy shade on top and then a matte brown powder, which I would use sort of for contouring here or here to define the jawline. Other powders that I have, these are e.l.f. powders, and they're the Healthy Glow bronzing powders. There are 3 shades and they're all absolutely gorgeous. This is my favourite bronzer at the moment, and this is shade, it's called Warm Tan. And then you have 2 more. We have this one, which is like a sun-kissed shade, and then we have a Healthy Glow. Now this, I think is actually one of my favourite highlights. I mean, if I grab a bit, it's my favourite highlighter. Get a brush. So I'd use a brush like this, which is quite small. If you put it up, it's about the same size as my finger. And you don't need a lot of this, so pick up a little bit, and we're going to pop it there, on the tops of the cheekbones. And you can see already, if I do that, it's picked the top of the cheekbones out wonderfully. It's really good powder. Now before I actually had any highlighting stuff, I actually just used this. Which is, it's a hard candy eyeshadow, and it's in shade Butterscotch. It's just perfect. It's an eyeshadow, but it's a powder. It's easy to put on with the same brush. You know, go for it. You don't have to buy a specific product to do this. So the final one is Body Shop Shimmer Cubes. So these are cool. They're in sort of separate, they're all separate little cubes like this. So really, again, really good for holiday because you can use these all over your face. You can use them as blushes, as contour, as highlight, as eyeshadows, as 4 really nice colours as well. So that's all of the pressed powders that I have, and I'm now going to move on to the loose powders. My old favourite, Barry M Dazzle Dusts. You can use Dazzle Dust for so many different things, not just for eyeshadow. So this one is particularly good. This is number 27, and I'm going to end up with a very glowy face at the end of this. Pick it up with your contouring brush, tap a bit off, and I'm going to just pop that actually here, and you'll be able to see the highlight. So number 27 is a fine glitter dust. You can see already how highlighted that is. And so if you put it on the top of your cheek as well, this is definitely more, I think for photographic work, or really quite, quite shimmery looks. This is number 12. Which is just white, basically. It's a pearly white, so very, very good if you have very pale skin and you just want that ethereal glowing look. Another Barry M product is the Barry M Face and Body Shimmer Powder. Now I have the pink one, but I know it comes in quite a few other colours, and basically that's the sort of colour that you'll get. There we go. It's sort of a pink, but it comes out as sort of a rose sort of gold. It's really not that pink, and you can use it as a blusher, an eyeshadow. This is called Shimmer Sand, and it's by Barefaced Beauty. I am going to end up with a very highlighted face at the end of this. So I've just taken a bit, and I'm going to go down the nose and just dab it in. And you can see it's really picked it up. And I've hardly used any at all. You can see it's very sort of, if I do that you can see even more that's come down the nose. Next up I have two products from e.l.f. This is actually a mineral eyeshadow and it's in, if I sort of hold it up, this is called Celebrity and it's a really lovely fine sort of colour. I'll go over there and see again it's picked it up. You can use so many different products, you don't have to use them just for one thing, and I'm a big fan of that because I like to travel light. Now this is a loose powder by e.l.f. and it's called Glow, if you can see it there. And it's really different to shimmer powders I've used in the past because if you look at it, it just looks like face powder, it looks like translucent powder, but it goes on and leaves just a beautiful shimmer. Really good for photographic work. You could just dust it lightly over the face and it would just give you that ethereal sort of look. Really beautiful, very beautiful, for any skin colour as well. Okay, next I'm going to move to the more solid formulations. So I have an e.l.f. all over colour stick here, and this one is in Pink Lemonade. Less of a highlighter, more of an iridescent blush. So I would generally just go to the cheekbone and pop that on. Quite nice because you can use this over the eyelids and you can use it over the lips. So again, another product that you can use for lots of different things. The Barry M Shimmering Eye and Lip Crayon, and this is colour number 1 and it's basically a very pale champagne gold. And the reason I love this is because it is very precise. So I'm going to put it here on the Cupid's bow. And you can immediately see what that's done. It looks a bit ridiculous at because I've not blended it. But it's brought my top lip out, made them look fuller. So this is very precise. You can also put it on this side. You can just be really quite precise, inner corners. You know, use it like you would an eyeliner pen, and you just get a really nice clean shimmer. The other good thing about this, and people often ask me, is they want melt-proof makeup, something that's not going to run and just going to look awful after you've either been in a hot, sweaty club or on holiday. This is waterproof, basically. I had a bit on the back of my hand, and it didn't even come off in the shower. You know, I had to scrub it off with soap. So pretty good stuff for holiday. Definitely I would take this on holiday. So that's the end of the sort of the waxier formulations. So I'm going to move on to creams, and I have 3 products here that are all very different and used for different things. So first I'm going to start with this, and this is the e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. This comes in lots of different colours, but the one I've got here is Camellia. It's a very thin liquid, so very different to the all over colour stick. The all over colour stick is a little bit sort of heavier. This is really light. It's really light. I mean, it comes out, you know, you just need the tiniest bit. Very liquid formulation, very light, and you can literally just dab it where you need it. Where have I got left? Let's pop it down here. Dab it where you need it, and because it's coloured, it sort of it just gives you a different look. It depends on what you're wearing. This is kind of a cool colour, so I would wear that if I was wearing quite sort of cool coloured makeup like blue or a pinky sort of colour. So quite good. Lots of different colours, as I said. And then, this is really new actually. This is Sleek, and it's their Liquid Skin Illuminator. And it's a bit off-putting when you open the thing and you think, ooh, what's that? But I had tried this for the first time at the weekend, and I have to say I really, really liked it. It's a very wet liquid. It's not creamy that much at all. Pop it down the nose, and it's just really blendable and light. You hardly feel like you're wearing anything, and it's a beautiful, warm, creamy sort of champagne colour. So it's not cold. So it's really nice for going out in the warm sort of sunny days, or even for your wedding. And my final illuminator is MAC Strobe Cream, which is basically a cream. You wear it either under your foundation or on top of your foundation, but before powder. So this won't work. Liquids generally won't work on top of powder. It'll just go all cakey. This is very different to the Sleek and the e.l.f. Coloration. So this is just very white. So it has white and hints of pink in it. I'm going to take a bit out, and you don't need a lot. With all of these, less is more, definitely. So I'm just taking a bit out, popping it on the back of my hand. Yeah, this definitely is the most creamy of all of them. So it's quite hydrating. It's nice. But I would say out of all of them, it really has the least sort of shimmery, highlighty stuff. It's very good for photography. Also very good for bridal work because it's quite unobtrusive. Whereas if you're on holiday and you want to look that beautiful sun-kissed colour, imagine you're watching the film Mamma Mia. Everyone just looked so healthy and tanned and bronze and sort of glowy. I would say go for either the Body Shop or e.l.f. You just can't beat the price of these things and the fact that they're so versatile. So that was a bit of a whistle-stop tour of all of my shimmery, glowy makeup, and hopefully you've got a better idea of the kind of situations that I would wear it in. And I'll just quickly recap. Powders go last on top of your full makeup. You can use body powders as well, just on the neck and over the collarbone. Looks really nice. Crayons, excellent for hot, sticky summer weather where it just will not shift. Look gorgeous and very precise as well. And very light formulation creams like this. I would say this is a really good all-rounder, but it really only has one purpose and one purpose only, but it is so light that you won't feel it once it's on. Whereas something like strobe cream is quite hydrating, so it's really about your skin type as well. So feel free to ask me questions and leave a comment on this video and I'll try and answer them for you. And you know, those are the products that I use. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye.